Hello guys, this is Akash Nahar. So first time I record my audio clip with this video. You can see first I apply the minimum color with lots of water. You can see I apply on the sky. So I use here a little bit of cobalt blue and ultramarine blue. Then I apply sap green with lemon yellow, you can see. Then you can see also I apply sap green with ultramarine blue in background. Before it dry, I apply the background totally. Then I apply the same color with more pigmentation. Here I apply sap green with half-inch flat brush, and the color pigmentation is almost 3 on 10. Then I apply the same color. I mix some orange with sap green and create more pigmentation, you can see. And I apply on the surface, foreground, and then I again go to the tree area with one sienna color and little bit of cobalt blue. Here I use rigger brush, and the color I use here ultramarine blue and little bit of burnt sienna. I just wash the area. The color pigmentation is 1 on 10. So here I again use rigger brush, and before it's dry I just add some value with the same color. So I just waiting when it's completely dry. I again use rigger brush and I add some detail on the tree area. You can see I create the branches. And here I use the color is ultramarine blue and little bit of burnt sienna. So here I use calligraphy brush, you can see, and this is a wonderful brush, and the color is, I apply here sap green and little bit of ultramarine blue. So if you use calligraphy brush, then you will understand how cool it is. It is really good brush for watercolor. So before it's dry, I apply some more pigment, and the pigmentation level almost you should carry 8 on 10, and I use sap green and ultramarine blue and little bit of permanent orange on the tree area. And also I create the grass with the same technique and with the same brush, the same color, everything is same. And here you can see I create the background tree with the same color and the same brush. I again tell you, this brush is amazing. You should try with this brush. So here I create the foreground grass with the same brush, and the color pigmentation is 4 on 10. So you can see I just create the grass texture with calligraphy brush. And before it's dry, I apply some value, some area. You can see you always should carefully maintain this. Before it's dry, you should apply the value on the wet area, like this grass I did on the foreground. Now again I use rigger brush for some detail on the house. And again you can see I just apply some 2 on 10 color with flat brush for blending the surface. And before it's dry, I use some sap green and ultramarine blue for this human, you can use burnt sienna and little bit of cobalt blue for the drawing. You can see I use regal brush for the drawing, and when it will complete, I use for the shirt crimson lake, little bit of crimson lake and some blue on the pant, you can see. And later I use some burnt sienna and cobalt blue for shadow area. And when it will completely dry, then I use same color for some detailing on the tree area. So here is my watercolor totally complete. So I think it will help you, and thank you so much. Join with me. Love you all. And do watercolor, love watercolor. Don't create fear on this medium, because it is really great medium. When you create a lots of painting, then you will understand how cool it is. Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon.